Hello. A new week, a new game. I wanted to do one where I read a lot. Just a chill game where I read words. This one's probably going to be boring to most people, but I am going to have a really great time. I'm only clicking on this screenshot so that you can get a better visual of my face while I tell you this, that this might not be for you. But just know that slow games are hella for me. I don't know if that's what this is going to be. I might hate this. I don't know. I have no idea. I go in pretty blind on all of these. I don't even read the description. I just see screenshots, kind of. I mean, I kind of take a quick glance. So I don't really know. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just hang out. Let's try new shit. Let's try new things, damn it. Oh. Ooh. Good morning, pilot. The time is... Oh, God. Oh, there's so much... this sound is very ominous. Also, so much text going on. Is it gonna, stop to let me read it? We shall see. Good morning, pilot. The time is November 12th, 21:34. So we're far in the future. About 8 p.m. 8 p.m., 1 minute, 1 second. Cryosleep was exited successfully. You are now in SQ4. That sounds immediately to me like a space coordinate where, because space is so vast and infinite, you really don't have time to name all of the astral bodies. Just give it a combination of capital letters and numbers. We don't have time to come up with cutesy mythological names for them. There's so much shit in space. We're in SQ4. One message received from Emergency Colonial Comm. To Pilot Traveler 92. We're Traveler 92. We are a pilot. You have 2 mission directives. Your primary mission is to locate as many worlds as possible for immediate colonization and mark them as habitable. Every marked planet will be seeded with a colony ship upon mission end. It is imperative we seed as many planets as possible to ensure the greatest possible chance of survival. Habitable planets should be judged on the following criteria in the following order. 1. Breathable atmosphere, obviously. 2. Temperatures near Earth normal. 3. Absence of intelligent or hostile life forms. Weird. Weird that even makes a priority on the list. We as humans are not willing. Well, maybe that's actually I guess I really don't know how to feel about that, because if you think about absence of intelligent or hostile life forms, so we don't want to colonize, obviously you don't want to colonize a planet that's already inhabited. That's a good mission directive, to not colonize someplace where things already live. Intelligent life already lives. But, I feel like as we enter the conversation of people actually going to space and occupying astral bodies that are not our planet, if there ever is a priority to not colonize planets where there is intelligent or hostile life forms, I don't think it would be because of a concern of colonization. It would be because we wouldn't want the conflict. We couldn't deal with the conflict. A colony ship would not be equipped to deal with the conflict. But anyway, let's continue. A drone should be sent to the surface to confirm the quality of the landing site if all other criteria are met. When your mission is complete, signal Colonial Command. Earth reference important. Information will be available at the bottom of the map. Oh. It's weird that in 2134 that we would still be using this software UI. It's an interesting creative choice, and a money-saving one, to have this sort of 1970 Ridley Scott alien idea of what computer interfaces would look like in interplanetary colonial ships. I watched Alien pretty recently, within the last year or so, and I thought it was very funny that it was supposed to be set in the future, where cryogenics actually work. To keep the body from aging from long travel times in space. And, it doesn't just freeze them to death and they thaw just gross corpses. But the computer mainframe on that ship in the first Alien, it has this aesthetic to it. Like in 1970, which I think is when Alien came out, it's like earlier than I thought it was, like 1971, something like that. In my opinion, it was very ahead of its time. I think retrospectively, when you watch that movie, it's very ahead of its time as far as sci-fi film goes. It's interesting that they weren't able to imagine a future of like technological interface that didn't look like this. This very harsh on the eyes, just like straight data, no frills, no design elements, all just what's easily readable. Now, I would argue that this sort of graphic design in technology isn't the best way to communicate quickly and efficiently, like it isn't pleasing to the eyes, but I digress. It is a sort of style now, this sort of ASCII look. Anyway, let's read. So, Earth reference. This is in reference to Earth. So, nitrogen. We got a shit ton of nitrogen, a little bit of oxygen, some argon, carbon dioxide. Cool. Atmosphere must contain oxygen, O2. Atmosphere must have low levels of CO2 and SO2, which is sulfur dioxide, I think. I'm not really sure what like the chemical properties of sulfur dioxide are. I'm not terribly well versed in chemistry like that. Nitrogen N2 can be replaced with the following noble gases: neon, helium, argon, and hydrogen. Okay. So we don't need all of this fucking nitrogen up here. Really, our atmosphere is mostly nitrogen. I could swear that it was hydrogen. But, okay, it's mostly nitrogen. I learned something new. Environmental characteristics, whatever these mean, the gravity, so like 9.807 meters per second squared. Is that what that means? Like, is that how we measure gravity? I didn't know that. Like, it's the distance over time squared? Is that what that means? Am I, like, dumb? I might be dumb on this subject specifically. Like, I don't know what units gravity is measured in. Surface area, that's big. Hydrosphere. Oh, so the atmosphere and hydrosphere. 71% water, 1.7% ice. Okay. Orison of Mercury. Orison of Mercury? I don't know. Are these planets here? Okay, so look. Down, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, shit. Actually, you know what? Let me up my resolution so that you have a better chance of like actually reading what this tiny font says. Give me a second. Okay, so hopefully this is a little bit more clear. It's very small down here. So it tells me the grid coordinates that I'm on. I'm assuming this is my ship or where I am. It's telling me what type the grid coordinate is. So like this is space. Oh, and it tells me how much energy to use to get there. Let's just move one. Notification. Unusually low levels of EM activity have been recorded for the past several hours. Low EM activity, electromagnetic activity. In case you weren't like connecting. In case the synapses weren't firing as to what that meant. Low electromagnetic activity can result in lower than normal hull microvibrations. DL Handbook version 2.0 suggests pilot take time out of their day to enjoy the quietude of this phenomena. Has quiet been enjoyed? Yes. Good job. Regular enjoyment of rare phenomena is important to mental well-being. It is. I would have loved a setting in this to like increase the text. It's very small, very hard to read on my screen. I'm squinting. With my contacts, I have 20/15 vision and it's very small. Alright, so I assume that time passes as we move units. We use 1% of energy a day. I'm assuming that these are like orbital, that these are astral bodies for us to visit. We probably should visit this one because it's closest. But I already started moving in this direction. I guess I'll go ahead and keep moving in this direction. So it'll take us 11 days to get there. It's a planet. I don't really know what the difference between these two units, like grid units, means. Like, is this like a viable landing spot? What is this one then? I don't know. I'll go to this one because it looks like there's only one on each one, or maybe that's just like indicating the center. I have no idea. Okay, so this is, oh, I see. Okay, so look. Sorry, this is confusing because it's so small. It's so hard to read. So these little yellow ones here, these are stars. I don't know that I want to visit a star. I don't want to burn up. And then this is a planet. So this whole thing right here is a solar system. Okay, let's just visit each planet one by one then. We use 9% of our energy, I think is what it said. It's our planetary body, target found. We should scan the atmosphere. So I can scan the atmosphere, visit the surface, scan for artificial signals, and mark as habitable. And they all cost different amounts of energy. So it's let's scan first because we need to make sure that you can breathe on it. Okay, so we got a ton of argon, way too much sulfur dioxide, so we can't do that. We're scanning a different one now. Okay, got a lot of hydrogen, oxygen, argon, CO2. Very okay. So what were the other things that it needed? It needed to have like comparable gravity. So we have the atmosphere. Atmospheric composition is okay. Comparable gravity and comparable temperature, something like that. So it's bigger than Earth. The gravity is only 1.05 times Earth. You know, as humans, we would have like long-term consequences, but you know, after many, many hundreds and hundreds of generations, you know, maybe there'd be a different type of human who would build a bone density that could handle that change in gravity, because our bodies are finely tuned to living on Earth. We are not biologically destined to live anywhere else, and there would be just generations of people suffering health issues until evolution just kind of like worked through the kinks. That's one thing that I think a lot of people don't think about when they think about colonizing other planets, is that unless the conditions are like the basic living conditions that we take for granted here on Earth are accounted for, it's gonna suck for whoever has to live there for a long time. It would ultimately be suffering, and is that suffering worth it? I don't know. I feel like at the end of my life, we will begin to ask that question. And I don't think that I will be alive to see what answer we come up with. I know what answer I hope that we come up with, but I'm not so sure that we will reach the conclusion that I think is correct. But anyway, the soundtrack has me feeling very melancholy. I'm not crying, my contacts are dry because I'm squinting and not blinking so much. Not that I'm afraid to cry on camera or when playing a game. I've already done that with some of the games that I played here. So, alright, so we got comparable gravity, not a lot of water though. The minimum temperature, -36 degrees Celsius. These are very extreme temperature differences. There's no ice. 109 Celsius that's too fucking hot. Oh, absolutely not. No. Yeah, no. Let's go to the next one. Target found, scan the atmosphere. A lot of argon, a lot of oxygen, and then trace other chemicals. Okay. Pressure, okay. Higher pressure but lower gravity. It's too cold, isn't it? It's too cold. I'm gonna look up what the average temperature of Earth is in Celsius. So the average temperature of Earth is like, I think it said it was like 14 degrees Celsius, but even so, I don't know. The max temp being 96 degrees Celsius, that's still just like so hot. These temperature like variances they're too much. No, we gotta go to the next one. It's gonna take 16% energy. Okay. Oh, like time is passing in somewhat real time. Okay. Scan the atmosphere. Argon, oxygen. Okay. But wait, oh, hold on. No, it didn't move me to the next one at all. Let me go to this one. Oh, there's some audio bugs in this game. Like, it's only playing in my left channel now. Scan the atmosphere. The music, I mean. Too much CO2. No. I guess we should go back over to this one. Ugh, God, so much energy is being used. How do I gain energy? Is this a one-way trip? Like, what's going on? Oof. CO2 is higher than the oxygen, sulfur dioxide. Ooh, so much CO2. Oh. I don't even know what chemical compound this is, but there's too much sulfur dioxide. So, can I go to this one? Yeah. I got our energies running low. Scan the atmosphere. Argon, hydrogen. Man, high CO2. Or high SO2. Oh, and the gravity is just way too light. It's a tiny planet. It's too small. We wouldn't be able to like live there for sustained generations. How do I gain energy? Oh, damn. My other Earth reference is down here. Tells me the max temp and the minimum temp. Oh, maybe that one back here was habitable. I don't remember which one it was. How do I gain energy? Do I go to a star? Oh, we have a radio signal. It's showing us about the distance. It's greater than 2 AUs away. AU is a distance measurement that I've only ever seen in EVE Online. I'm actually not sure what AU means. Let me look that up now. AU measurement. Yeah, what is that? Okay, so AU is an astronomical unit, and it's 149,597,871 kilometers. Okay, so really fucking far. The only way to realistically travel even just one of those is with FTL capabilities or cryogenesis. Anyway, run translation. Comparing repeating symbols to all known languages. Complete. Read the message. Artificial translation. Some of the people came to him, carried the poison is taken off, and he left us before he is able to. I do not blame them who wish to remain to die. Yeah, and all the rot on a bed in his own folly. That could mean many things. That sounds like a message that roughly means that I don't know. That could be so many things. I don't even know where to begin with that. I'm running out of energy, and I don't know how to build it. How do I gain energy? Scan the atmosphere. Argon. Oh no oxygen. Argon, O2, okay. Alright, the gravity and the pressure look okay to me. It's a little hot. It's like, it can be weirdly hot. The average temperature is okay, and the minimum temperature, but like you have to steer clear of the equator, it looks like. So I'm gonna scan for artificial signals, really eat into our energy. Is that like the end of the game, like when I run out of energy? Okay, so we did not find an artificial signal. I guess we should visit the surface. Launching probe. Probe was destroyed. Okay, so I think something maybe lives there. What do I do? I have no energy left. My energy is at -2. Oh, I can move my map. I didn't know that. Shit. Damn it. So what do I do? Energy reserves at 0. Mission failure imminent unless energy reserves are restored. Calculating options. Enter cryosleep and solar collectors for 200 days. I am gonna enter cryo. Okay, cool. Sleep well, traveler. You will not dream. Is that good or bad? We just want it to seem like no time is passing. I guess I'll continue exploring. I need to enter cryosleep though to... So here we are. I'm a little... the interface is confusing me because I'm not really sure if I moved there or not. Like, I would like the option to cryosleep and build up my energy without having to completely deplete my energy bar, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so scanning, no. Too much sulfur dioxide. Scan it with target found. Sulfur dioxide, so much. So I guess we should visit the star. Language, unknown syntax. I guess we're on translation. We are on a journey through writing out the creatures inside. Our journey must be under the age of 5. We can do so, hope of repairing our mistakes. All I got from that was that whatever trip they were on was under 5 years. Or 5, whatever measurement of time. Because I guess we don't really know if we're receiving these messages. We're likely not receiving these messages from humans, just other intelligent life forms, and we really don't know how they calculate time. Their version of a day, I mean, our version of a day is based completely on solar cycles. Their version of a day might be different. Okay, so we got a lot of hydrogen, no oxygen, so no. Man, this whole system sucks. Oh my god. Oh, there's no star here. No star. Argon, oxygen, okay. This one looks pretty habitable. The temperature, it gets pretty hot, but it's habitable, so I'm gonna scan for artificial signals. Okay, and I'm running out of energy, but I want to visit the surface. Probe is destroyed. I need to enter cryo. Yeah, many years are passing. Scan the atmosphere. No. No. Damn. I mean, if you think about it, this really is what scouting for habitable planets would go like. That's how this would go. It's very unlikely to find a planet that has similar Earth conditions that wouldn't have already, created intelligent life or like a burgeoning, dangerous ecosystem. No. think did I scan that one already? So yeah, it tells us when we have and have not visited. No. Ooh, this is rough. No, it's just like way too tiny. Yeah, I need to enter cryo. Just more time passing. If I'm on a planet, why isn't it letting me like scan it? Ugh, whatever. No. Ew, this planet looks scary. Too much CO2 and sulfur dioxide. Yeah, it's very dangerous. Ugh. Are we on this ship alone? How maddening this task would be, like IRL. I'm gonna land right here. Well, it's telling me it's not too far, so I guess I'll go ahead and land here. A lot of carbon dioxide and water in the atmosphere. Okay, it's telling us the next system is too far, so I'm gonna land at one next to it so that I can enter cryo and then sleep and not dream. Oof. God, this is bleak. Really representing the vastness of space and how unlikely finding another habitable body in space, planetary body. It really is, like how unlikely it would be. Like, don't get your hopes up. What a sulfur dioxide on these planets, man. Shite. No, no good. Okay, so we have a lot of hydrogen, some oxygen. Let's see. Ooh. Gravity, man. That gravity is no good. Fuck. So we have not visited that one. It's too far. Enter cryo. Okay. Ugh. God, I need a sip of my coffee because this is getting bleak. Something about this is actually very depressing. Not because I had like my hopes up that it would like be realistic for us to find another habitable planet. I don't think that at all. But it's just like this task is bleak to be playing as somebody who is on a mission to find a habitable planet because they believe that that's a thing that they need to do, or maybe it's something that they need to do. And it's depressing to see how unlikely that is and how much time is passing. A life is being dedicated to this. Like, this person they may have aged only a select amount, But anybody, oh, let me go back because I wasn't actually paying attention. There's no oxygen. Anybody that they might have in their life, is gone. Anybody who's picked for a job like this, they would have to have no connections and be okay with that. Like, they would have to have no close family, significant others. No. Let me check the temperatures to see if it's even worth scanning the one adjacent to me. It's too hot, so maybe. Ugh. Jeez. I don't even see other planets. Have I visited this one? I visited these. I didn't visit this one, so I'm gonna go right here and then just enter cryosleep. Oh no, it's too far. Shit. Can I just go right here? Ah, fuck. Where are we? I visited all of these. Enter cryo, I guess. And then just like make our way. I visited these. Enter cryo again. See, it's like a whole year in Earth time has passed. I didn't visit. No, I visited this system. This one I didn't, so I want to go right here. Too much sulfur dioxide. These to me right here, this set of 3, it doesn't look like there's no solar system here. It feels like it'd be too cold, but I'll go ahead. Right, I just have a feeling that these are going to be just far too cold. Oh, they're not. Interesting. So maybe I should scan them. Because I didn't see a star in this system. Shit. I also like that this is, oh, I haven't visited this system here. Okay. Enter cryo. I like that this is acknowledging, like, it doesn't even address the subject of terraforming. Whatever the word is for changing the atmosphere of a planet. Terraforming, I don't think is the right word. It's like... No, it is terraforming. Terraforming, I looked it up. It doesn't even address that concept because to change the atmospheric composition of an entire planet body, I don't know. That feels like just like a massive energy undertaking, and you'd have to be really desperate. And then even then, you'd have to find something like as adjacent, something you wouldn't have to like. Something you wouldn't have to. Oh, right now I'm checking to see what systems I've visited and haven't. Just having to enter cryo for all of these. I didn't visit this one. What was I saying? A planet that you wouldn't have to change that much, but even then, a massive undertaking, years and years, and maybe this is. I just don't know, like, what level of emergency are we reaching? Because that seems to be the only reason that you would need to search for habitable planets is not because you want to expand, it's because you need to. Because the planet that you're on is no longer livable. Like, what kind of... You'd have to have, like, a set amount of wiggle room in the time that you need to get off the planet that you're currently on and go occupy another one. Does that make sense? But like even then, it's just not a realistic course of action. You would need to find one that already has the conditions pretty much there. Oof. So there's nothing above me. Have I visited this one? No. visited those. I haven't visited this one. Too much CO2. What? Damn. Fuck. Shit. This fucking blows, man. Can't find any planet that has the right atmosphere composition that I need. Ugh! There's all these poisonous planets. Visited this system. Criminy. Visited this. I don't even know where to go now. Where can I go? Visited these. I guess I'll just scan another. What is this? Unexpected particle count in surrounding space, solar wind activity, concentrations high enough for RAM scoop usage. RAM scoop activated, power levels restored. Oh, it increased our energy levels. Weird. How far can I scan that? God, the vastness of space, man. So it ends right about here. Are one of these planets habitable and I just don't know it? I scanned so many of these planetary bodies already, and I just don't see one. I think I need to... I'm not sure if there's a habitable planet that I missed, that I just like, you know, like what the ones I launched probes down to 2 of them, and they were both destroyed, so I just took that to mean that like intelligent life had destroyed them. So I'm gonna deplete my energy and just terminate the mission. After 15,282 days, the Traveler mission ended. The Traveler helped to establish 0 colonies. These are their fates. This is all that is left of our species. Orison of Mercury, a game by Dual Hammers, at Dual Hammers, art design and programming, at Mint Chip Leaf, design and programming, Detective Moose, music, left mouse button to click, to quit. Okay, so this was Orison. Is that how you say that?
Orison.
Yeah, it's Orison. Orison of Mercury. The description says, an exploration in 1980s future aesthetics, hard work, and non-linear storytelling, made in 2 months as part of the curated Antholojam with Mint. Find a new home for humanity by studying atmospheric charts and exploring new worlds. I really enjoyed that. This is Dual Hammers. Looks to be the only game they have on their itch.io page. This was Orison of Mercury. I really enjoyed this game. I probably should have, just for fun, tried to launch, like just to mark one of those atmospherically habitable planets as habitable, even though when I launched probes, they were destroyed. So I just assumed that meant that there was intelligent life there, and that's, you know, what you can't have to live there. So I didn't find one. I'm not sure if there's like a guaranteed habitable planet. I don't know how this game works, but that was the fate of my Traveler. You didn't find one. And I think that is what would likely happen if we start looking. We'd either have to drastically change the atmosphere of the planet, or you just wouldn't find one. It would be too far. the nearest one that is comparable to Earth is too far. Like, realistically, wouldn't have to change much, wouldn't have to terraform too much to live there. I think it'd be too far to realistically get there, and then to like establish a human population. But also, like, the question is like, why? Why do you need to establish a human population there? I don't know. There's just a lot of thoughts and feelings I have on that. Like, it feels like too much, and for what? For what? Yeah, that was a cool game. I really appreciated what that one did, and I'm not sure if I did something wrong, but that was my experience. That was the experience of my traveler. Okay. See you next week.